Hello everybody and welcome to Pick a Card, which is going to tell you what is your strength. What is the strength of your soul with which it has descended on this Mother Earth. So for this reading, to help you know your strength, help you know the strength of your soul, which I'm not sure, probably you don't know, we are going to do this reading to reveal this, to reveal your strength. And for this, I have three options for you to go for. Option number 1 with the amethyst. Option number 2 with aquamarine, and option number 3 with the clear quartz. You can just choose the deck or the stone that you really feel drawn to, and we will get started with the reading. Okay, you can just pause the video and let's get started. It's going to be a very quick reading because I'm just getting started with Pick a Card. I'll try to keep it quick and simple. Usually I do a lot of detailed stuff, but my intention, I just feel like making this really simple and easy breezy. So no heavy stuffs, but yet I hope that it adds value to your life. So shall we get started, guys? Let's start. Hello, pile number 1. So if you chose this deck or you chose the amethyst, let's see. What is your strength? What is your soul's strength? God's Goddess Angels, Archangel Michael, Spirit God, Spirit Guides, Ma Durga, Ma Kali, Om Ganeshaya Namah, Jai Bajrangbali, my dear friend, dear Spirit of Almighty Guardian Angels. We thank you so much for divine guidance and blessings coming for all the pile number 1, for helping them know what is the strength of their soul with which they have descended on this Mother Earth. The strength of pile number 1, strength of their soul. Thank you so very much for this guidance coming in. Alright, so we have the card. What is the strength of your soul, guys? The strength of your soul. The strength of your soul. We have all the cards in reverse, but that is okay. I think there is some meaning to this. 8 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Wands. So we have 2 Wand card, and we have the Temperance in reverse. What could be the strength of your soul? Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting this, that the strength of your soul is that is freedom. So of all the things in front of me, one thing that really took my attention was this horse here. And to me, the white horse is all about freedom. Okay. What I'm getting is that you are free from the Mahamaya of the world. 6 of Wands in reverse. I get that you're quite a self-sufficient soul. Maybe you are an old soul, but you are very self-sufficient in who you are. You don't need external validations, recognitions, awards to feel elevated, feel good about yourself, to feel a person of importance, to know your worth. Your self-esteem doesn't depend on all these things, extra paraphernalia. Your soul doesn't need it. Your soul is free. That is why I told freedom. Your soul is free from the 3D props that it can collect in this world. Did you get what I basically meant? See, here you are like, working on your, if you see this Seven of Pentacles is working very hard in the 3D, trying to achieve something, manifest something, growing the wealth, importantly, working very hard. But you are free from this. You are free from this. You don't need to accumulate so much of wealth to feel good. You can be happy without accumulating that wealth. So basically, what does it really mean? That you are quite a self-sufficient person. You don't need these external validations to feel good. Because ultimately, if you go deeper down into it, you want all these wealth, you want all these, that money, that big car, that villa, and that, super rich stuffs. Ultimately, to feel good about something, you want to feel happy, but you are happy any which ways. You don't need these accolades to be happy, and that is the power of your soul. Maybe you're an old soul, you have gone through your own grind, and you have learned this, and therefore you are free from this Mahamaya. So and this is very interesting, because a lot of us, maybe like, majority, 90-80% of us, we are into this running behind something or the other, trying to achieve something so that we can feel good about it, we can show the world. But you are beyond that. You are self-sufficient in who you are. You don't need people's clap to feel good about yourself. Wow, interesting. So that is coming very loudly. That is the strength of your soul. Very self-sufficient, very contained, very at peace, no matter what. What else do I get? We have the Temperance in reverse, and we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. What is this telling us? We see this lady facing back this side, and this thing is also going this side. This is something related with the past. But what is really happening related with the past? There is something that is going into the past, but what is that is coming from the past? Eight of Wands is all about Two Wands is definitely a spiritual card, the Wand card, the fiery card. And you have the Temperance in reverse. Let me have a look at this card. And you have this angel. And you have this new beginning. Eight of Wands is going backward, and the Temperance card. What does this even mean here? Temperance is about balance, is about extremes. Could it be that, you can look at what happened in your past with a lot of compassion? More like, sitting with your shadow, sitting with your fears, whatever you did in the past, no matter how imperfect you were, no matter how much, what wrong you did, whatever you felt it was not good and right and all, you can look at the past with a lot of compassion, without judgment, with a lot of understanding, without any regrets. This is what I'm getting. This is what your soul has learned, probably. Because I see this lady looking at the past with a lot of happiness and contentment without getting scared of it. So what I'm getting is that your soul today is so powerful, has garnered this strength. Okay, it might not have always been like this, but today, as you are right now, your soul can look at the past and is totally comfortable with all the mistakes that you made in the past. Okay, like that. This is what I'm getting. Totally fine with, you don't have any regrets in life. You are totally fine with who you are. You totally accept yourself. That is the kind of thing. Totally accepting yourself is the strength of your soul. No matter, you have accepted yourself as an imperfect being. That is what I'm getting, is the strength of your soul. You can, if you are given a chance, you wouldn't want to change anything in the past, and you can sit with your past in your front, and you can look into its eyes and be very fine with it. So no matter however things have not worked out in the past, there could be rejections, failures, you are fine with it, because whatever happened shaped you up into the confident person that you are today, who doesn't need these external things to feel good about herself. You can totally exist, as comfortably without that. And it is because of your past experiences. So you are thankful for them, and you can look into your past without judgment, with all happiness, total acceptance of what happened in your life and who you are today. That is what I'm getting from these cards, these two cards especially. We have done these two equations. We have done this too. Let's see Temperance here. What else can we get? Okay, so with this card I'm getting, with this sunrise reverse and the angel here reverse, I guess that you are not waiting on something. You are in total balance and tranquility with wherever you are in your life. You are not basically waiting for something to happen, because you are so self-sufficient and you are mostly at peace with who you are. You have accepted yourself as who you are, and you are totally fine with who you are today, imperfect, very good, whatever, totally accepting yourself. I don't think that you are waiting for any sunrise to come. You are waiting for any angels to come. I think you are totally present in the present, fine with things the way they are in your life, and that is the strength of your soul. So I see because once when I started seeing the cards, the first thing that caught my attention was this white horse, and for me white horse is total freedom, seeking your freedom. So what I'm getting is that your soul has achieved this freedom from this materialism, the need to have that so that I can feel good about myself, so that people can look at me in a certain way. You are totally free from people's opinion. You are totally free from the need of having that to feel good. You are fine with your past. You are fine with your imperfect self, or whosoever you are today. And you're not waiting for a sunrise. You are just fine, at peace in your life right now. And this is the strength of your soul, which I think it has achieved today through its journey. So this is what it is, the strength of your soul, very unique, very different. So let's pull you a little small message from this. Do let me know, guys, if it resonates with you. I'll be really happy to read your messages, what you feel about this. I also get that you look at your past with a lot of pride, lot of confidence of who you have become today. All right, so we have the card. The Forest Walker, keep courage, be gentle. Keep courage, be gentle. Seek stillness and joy. They are wise teacher. Yeah. This is what I'm getting for you. You have been very courageous in your journey, facing things, all the trials, tribulations, things not going your way. You have shown a lot of courage there. And that has, the courage that you have gone through ups and downs, has made you the calmer, gentler person that you are today, who doesn't need these thumping, cheers to feel good about themselves. And besides, this is the important one. Seek stillness and joy. They are wise teachers. Exactly. You are fine with where you are in your life today. You are totally at peace. You are just fine in the stillness. You are fine with, things being, peaceful. It doesn't agitates you or makes you nervous when things are not happening. You are just fine with it. You are okay. That is what I am getting for you. Totally at peace, even with things are upside down. You are fine with it. You can create your own happiness. You can create your own peace. You can find your own stillness in everything upside down. So if you see, all the cards are upside down, and at first go, my ego read it as, what is this? All the cards are upside down. But as you sat through it, all the turmoils, all the berserks, things going up and down, nothing looking really perfect with all the cards upside down, you found your peace. You found the peace. You created your stillness, peace, and everything. So I get another strength of your soul could be to create its own peace, find its own stillness and happiness when everything is upside down. So that is another great strength that is coming for your soul. So this is the guidance that I am getting from your card. Do let me know your thoughts, guys, and I will see you again. Take care and bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. So you chose this aquamarine. Let's see, what is the soul? What is the strength of your soul? What is your strength? God's guardian angels, Archangel Michael. So we do have this, so we'll keep it here. Thank you for the divine guidance and blessings coming for all the pile number 2 to help them know what is the strength of their soul. What is their strength? Thank you for the divine guidance and blessings coming for all the pile number 2s. Thank you and thank you. And thank you so very much. Pile number 2. Alright, interesting enough. We'll keep this card because it has made an appearance in your reading. So it looks like your mind is your strength of your soul. And here is the Tower card. So what's really happening in here? Let's try to find this together. Judgment in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, and we have the 5 of Wands, and we have the King of Swords. Wow. And we have the Tower. So one thing that I'm getting right away is that your soul has gone through some deep lessons. Your soul has gone through some dark night of the soul. For you to today be totally empowered, to be the master of your mind today. So King of Swords is somebody who is very good with words, has a total control over his mind, that strong mental stability, mental strength, which is super interesting. Because you know what, I'm getting a feeling ki you are not somebody who is in control of their minds. More like your mind is in your control. You understand? Your mind cannot lead you haywire. You control your mind. Just like how you control your sword, you know how to use your mind, and you're not swayed by your thoughts. You're in total control of your thoughts. And these days you see how the thoughts become so obsessive, so addictive. We get tunnel visioned in certain areas, keep thinking about it, but you are a different material soul altogether. You are somebody who has gone through the darkness, the dark night of the soul, the worst, to emerge the strong, to emerge as a king of sword that you are today. So for me, mind is your ego, right? Mind is your ego, and it keeps you trapped in attachments. So I think that somewhere you have risen beyond your attachments. You have a control over your mind. Five of Wands is a lot of conflict, drama. Things happening in your environment to keep you distracted. When there is a lot of drama in your environment, it is so easy to lose your concentration. It is so easy to lose your focus and get carried away, and even get involved in the drama. But you worked through all these things. You could work through these distractions. These are the challenges thrown by Krishna in your energy field to check your mind if it gets trapped in this or not. So there was a lot of conflicts, distractions, drama in your energy field. And you have gone through a lot in your life, but you took the reins in your hands and decided that your mind is not going to decide or go the way others are directing it. You will sit on this throne and take your own decisions. So total control over your minds, your thoughts. This is the strength of your soul. So ego is not taking control over it. You are making wise decisions, not ego-based decisions. That is the strength of your soul. You make wise decisions. Yeah. So we understand these two. We understand this. In relation with these two, now we need to understand the Four of Wands and the Judgment card in reverse. What does this really mean? All right, so this card, what this card is speaking to me is like, it was not easy. Maybe things have been not very easy for you. Maybe, life was not very easy for you. But just like, even if you simply translate this Four of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands is a celebration and Four of Wands in reverse is no celebration. So basically, life was not very kind and very easy, not very celebratory. Things were not offered to you on silver plates with silver spoon. You had to fight out for everything. For you, life was not merry-go-round. It was not easy. You had to struggle, is what I'm getting. Some real tough struggles. But I think, or not rather think, what we see in the cards, what we are seeing in the cards is there were a lot of conflicts, distractions, life was not easy, and yet you showed that strength, the strength of character and maturity to rise beyond your struggles and distractions and things not going your way. So even when the things were, totally upside down in your life, nothing happening your way, life was not a rosy, life was not a cakewalk, everything easy peasy. Everything was a struggle, is what I'm getting. You chose to rise beyond your challenges, to see beyond, and that's why you sit in this authority position where you totally have a trap over your mind. Your thoughts, because with all these distractions, with so many things to complain, it was very easy to believe that you are the victim, and the universe is not fair to you, and everything that you do is always a struggle. Life is not a bed of roses, and yet you chose to rise beyond this, to be a victim. You chose not to be a victim. You chose this throne, and you chose it with your own. You earned it. You have earned this throne, to sit on this throne, by totally keeping a total control over your mind's thoughts, not letting you go helter-skelter, not getting you, lost. That kind of energy is what I'm getting. All right. With the judgment card in reverse, I am getting that you revisited the lessons again and again and again to perfect this art of total control over your mind. It was not that it was easy for you. We are not seeing an easy life here. We are seeing some difficult challenges that you have faced. We are seeing the life was difficult. There were distractions, and it was very easy for you to get distracted. Anybody else in your place could have got distracted, but you were not ready for it. You had a plan for yourself. You had a dream for yourself. You had a vision for yourself to sit on that throne, and you did it, rising above your immediate challenges. And it was not easy. You kept revisiting things. Maybe you failed many times, but you were unchallenged. You were undeterred. You were constantly doing, you would fail, you will fix it, you will keep revisiting, you will learn the things, you will, not give up. Even when things were challenging, you were failing, you were not learning things, it was not happening with you. You constantly kept visiting the lessons. Okay, what is that I'm not learning here? I have to go there. My vision is fixed. So you worked very hard. So you have totally earned your position here. And this is the strength of your soul, where your mind could not sway you here and there. You were in power of. You thought that, okay, mind is something that I can control. I will not allow my mind to fool me, to make me believe in something, negative, or that it cannot happen for me. So you didn't allow that. So this is the strength of your soul, that your soul couldn't get trapped by your ego. Rather, today you stand on top of your ego, totally in control of your mind, and taking wise decisions for yourself and even others. Who knows, because you are in this authority position, and that is the strength of your soul. So now let's see what is another guidance that we are getting for you. Wow, this card, I find it always difficult to read because of the color. Can we read it here? No. Connect to the spirit and energy of your local landscape. Seek enchantment. Give me a moment.